That's me and Jesse talking to each other. It's an A-B conversation. You need to see your way out of it. Mid-10, y'all. I hear servicing combine. Boom, Bainville's done. Got here yesterday, we got her knocked out. Mr. GoPro batteries, I ain't been holding up too good here lately. So y'all missed that. Not a whole lot of nothing going on, just regular combine. Now this bean field was high deer pressure beans. We had them planted pretty darn thick. And so, like the back third of that field, I didn't hardly cut anything off of. So 2/3 of this front part cut the majority of the beans. 2/3 of this front part cut the majority of the beans. That back here, them deer bore it out. The beans probably weren't about 6 inches tall. We gotta hook a header cart back up. We gotta move down the road and do a small field. That close enough? No, I'm like 10 foot away. Further away than I thought it was. Let's try that. Okay, we're like 5 foot now. Getting closer. Getting closer, a little bit at a time. Like eating an elephant. Try that one. Oh yeah, overshot it. Even better. And then plug our lights in. All right, that's good to go to the next place. So we'll turn the truck off. We got one field left, the other side of them, that farm. So we're gonna cut across this next main field to get over here. Since I'm by myself, if I had somebody with me, I'd just cut up the road. But the road is going up a little bit of rise, and I don't want to lead a car. Even though it's just a 22-foot head, she takes up the whole road. So we're just gonna cut through here. Ain't gonna mind. They done cut their beans. Okay, everything's checking out. Everything's looking good. Try to cut some beans. We just got a very small field right here. I think it's like 5 acres. The only reason I'm doing it is because it's just right there. It's just right beside this other stuff we found. So yeah, it just goes right over there. Just the low patch. Well, folks, we all done. So it's time to get back on the road again. Let's come in, we're just creep on out. Well, folks, we got the mini semi loaded, we got a dump in the grain cart, and we got just a tiny bit in the combine, and we got the engine bay open. Yeah, that's not a good sign. It sure ain't. But we got moved over here safely. So, I don't know if y'all can see from here, but there's a hose that comes out right there. That little hose has a pinhole on the backside, and it just blew all of my antifreeze out. So, I don't have enough antifreeze with me to run. We got her shut down before it got too hot. So I guess we're gonna roll tarps over on the truck and a buggy, and maybe try to make a parts run this evening. I need a little bit of heater hose and a bunch of antifreeze. You know, I mean, if these old GoPro batteries hold out, y'all might get to see a whole lot more than what you see. But the camera's got old and it's decided to get hot and not work sometimes. It ain't nothing we can't fix, it is just aggravating. But we got maybe about 20% of this field cut. We got one load hauled off with that dump truck. There's another dump truck sitting in the barn. And we got an extra full semi-load. Extra full. Well, that's all sure up for today, folks. We'll catch up y'all tomorrow. Welcome back to Bitchin', y'all. First load of the grain cart today. Actually, this load we had the first load of the dump truck today. Not grain cart, the load out of the grain cart. Then I had left the grain cart last night. It's 11 o'clock here. Getting started today. Work on a couple more last night, but like I said, got a hole in the heater hose, had to stop. So we're gonna fix this morning. We're going to see what we get done today. Plan today is, because you gotta have a plan, even though it don't go plan, but you gotta have a plan. Plan day is we're gonna cut on this farm here for as long as we can until they quit taking grain to town, which is about 2 o'clock they're gonna close. We're gonna run to about 2 here today. At that point, we will fill the semi up and tarp it up and leave it for Monday when they open back up and haul it out Monday. We will then move to my uncle's farm because he's got a grain bin over there that we can put beans in and start cutting the beans over on his place and put them in that bin over there and run over there tomorrow. We should be able to knock his beans out tomorrow and come back here. If the weather does what it's supposed to do, probably Tuesday we come back here. It's supposed to rain Sunday night, which I am not going to fuss about. Even though we're getting a lot of ground covered, we are dry here. And if you pay attention to national news, they actually had a story about a 300-acre field fire here first this week in Lawrence County. So that's just north of us. And the county had a farmer's cornfield catch on fire. That was interesting. Luckily, the corn was out of the field and it just caught on fire. Don't know why yet. Don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, 300 acres. Had a lot of people out here trying to get it put out, and I got it put out before anybody's house caught on fire. But just to let you know how dry it is. So I'm not going to fuss about a little rain. We can use that little rain right now. If it don't rain, we'll keep cutting beans. We'll go from there. That's the plan for today. Alex is over cutting beans. I'm about to go chase them down and see what we can get done in the next 3 hours. 3 hours? Yep, 3 hours. Hopefully they can get the semi filled up once and haul it off and get this dump truck filled up maybe twice. See what we can get done. We are back. Got her fixed. Got the engine blade cover back on. You can pull away first. We're back at it. We're running. We're going to be able to run until about 2 or 3 this afternoon. Gunner's only staying up until 2. We're going to do a farm change after that. We'll run until the semi's full. We can roll a tarp over on it, and then we'll move to a different farm that we got a bin on. We can run beans to the bin. That is today's plan. So I did make a run in town last night to try to find stuff, and that was a no-go. You think that this being a farming community that a couple of these, you know, well, they're automotive parts houses. You know, your AutoZone, your Advanced O'Reilly's, your Napa's, stuff like that. You think that they would have a 3/4 inch heater hose. Nope, nothing that big. I could order it. They didn't have it though. How'd I get it? I went out to the old country store. That's out towards my folks. Went out there this morning. They had it. They had all kind of heater hose. So I got heater hose. I got a brass coupler, and and I only cut out about 4 inches of the hose that was on there. Put that brass coupler in there, hose snapped together, put it back on the motor. It's not leaking. Now, yeah, I probably should have changed the whole thing out, but it was like well, it runs from the side of the cab here all the way back to the engine, so it's like a 10-foot piece of hose. And I didn't feel like doing that much plumbing this morning, so we just did a short little fix. It's working, and we are back rolling. That's what's the matter. Get a roll on, you know. These weeds look pretty good. I mean, I got like, there's a little straggly weed right there. This low spot, it had a few little weeds down there in this bottom. But this bottom down here, we're coming off a hill like this. This bottom has been known to stay wet. We're cutting 30-inch beans. If you can see, the rows are planted this way, which is south and north, and we are running at an angle. So we're running kind of, let's see, we're going southeast, back northeast. Southeast, northwest, yeah. Southeast, northwest, that's how that goes. So we're running an angle, that way your cutter bar down here, every blade is cutting a bean. Yeah, if I run with the rows with this 22-foot head, I'm only taking up 9 rows at a time. So I'd only be cutting on like 2 to 3 blades on each row. Yeah, really probably just 2 blades are cutting each row. And I think it's, what's there, 70 blades in this? Not 70. There's not that many. $36 blades or 40, something like that. 36 or 40 blades in the head. And so I'd only be using like maybe 18 to 20 blades. So I'd wear out half the blades and the other half would be good. This way I get more wear on the whole bar. And it makes them feed better because you're not having little bunches piling up. The whole head is getting material on it, so it feeds smoother. I was talking to a friend of mine, they run a similar setup, and he was telling me that he had a problem with beans building up on the head. And I asked him, I was like, well, which way you cut them? He's like, I go with rows. I was like, well, man, try going at an angle, or you can actually go straight across all the rows. It's a little bit rougher ride. I was like, try that, see how it feeds. And he tried it. He texted me later and said, hey, that thing feeds like a different head. We get up. I still got to open up the south end of this field that way. We'll get to open up. I'll show you what it looks like. We're just cutting on straight 30s. Because you can see as the row comes in, Row comes in, you keep the blade, the bars always cutting. Something's always cutting something. Where the other way, you'd just be basically 2 to 3 knives cutting on it. Okay, got our first successful unload on go with beans done. You should see that clip here in a minute. Not that first successful. We won't talk about the first one we did. That wasn't good. Too fast, too far away, all my fault. Unloading on go beans. Only one easy. Pick a row, you drive down it, and you run a little quicker. It's fine. Beans. I feel like I'm hitting the head over that door every time. But we got her done. So finally got warmed up. I think we're running now. Looks like we got us an armadillo hole over here. Armadillo hole. We got back in opening some more of the field up. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right here when you're running on 30s. So I can take in 8 rows easily, and if I hit it right, I can take in 9. If you look down toward where the cutter bar is, you'll notice that the beans are only coming in to one spot. They are hitting on, you can kind of see through the dust. They're basically hitting on 2 blades. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows coming in, 2 blades. You got 18 blades running. I think it's about a 40 blade bar. So you're only using half your blades. When we get down here at the end of this pass, we're going to start heading back east, and we're going to be running straight across the roads, and you can see the difference. Like, it's feeding a little bit. It's feeding pretty good right now, considering. That's because the beans are tall. I've had to run my reel a little bit lower to flip them in there. But they will feed a lot better and a lot faster once we get where we're using the whole cutter bar with more materials coming in. And you notice we still got some green stem like right there, right up here. Still got green stem, and these things are 9% moisture. I mean, they are dry. They are super dry. Until it's their last pass across the back, get it all opened up. We pick our reel up a little bit more. You can notice that our feet, I'm using the entire cutter bar now. You can see through the dust. They're feeding, they're hitting the reel faster, they're feeding a lot better, they're not building up anywhere. Because you got beans coming in the whole time. We are truck's way back over there. We're up here on the back of this place, just getting at it. We are working on the last load for this farm. We're right at 3:30. This load will fill the semi up. We got 1 dump truck full. We're gonna go park it in the barn, park the semi for tonight, and then we're gonna move to a different farm that has a grain bin on it. So we'll only need 1 dump truck and a grain cart. We keep moving. Now it's supposed to rain this coming Monday / Sunday night into Monday. When I checked this morning, we was at a 75% chance of rain. So we want to keep moving on. because this farm we're on right now is the last full season of our full season beans. We're gonna run up to the next farm, which is my uncle's place. We got about 40 acres of full season beans there to cut. And when we get off this, when we leave this field, we should have about half of it cut. So should be somewhere around 60, hopefully 60 acres left on this farm to cut. Right up, somewhere around that, 50 to 60 acres left to cut here. So that'd be about a day's. I can cut, if I can stay in the beans, I can get 60 acres knocked out in a day, no big deal. We're gonna move over to my uncle's place, get his beans knocked out. We put them in the bin for him. Depends on how much it rains on Monday, Sunday evening / Monday. It'll depend on when we can get back into the beans. If we can get back into beans on Tuesday, you know, that would be great. Kind of doubt that. It'd probably be Wednesday. I'm hoping Tuesday. And if it rains a bunch, it could be Thursday. It all depends on how much rain we do get. It's when we can get back to getting that stuff. Yep. That's it. So we're gonna finish up what we can finish up here, and then move stuff. So, and then the combine beeped, and we're done. Combine says we are full, and we're done with this field. So, we'll mosey on out. And drop his head and get ready to move. Get you up y'all in a little bit. Well, we got it. Got you on it. Got the head put on the cart. Got the lights on the blue truck flashing. That's me and Jesse talking to each other. It's an A-B conversation. You need to see your way out of it. Oh, that's funny. So we usually pull the nose cones off, but we're not going that far. We're only going a few miles. So they should be okay in there. I mean, my old head's stuck out like that all the time. I do like moving it with the mount on there, but we ain't going but about 2 miles down the road. Get me a higher gear. There we go, road gear. That will be fast. Hit him in the door. Just broadside the old truck. Better not. Better not. Remember, it's gonna be sitting wide like the old head now.
That's what I was looking at, thinking. Sure. Let him get out of the way and we'll go.
10-4. You'll just have to watch his fence up here in that little bridge we got across. Yeah, I couldn't have got across this bridge with the head on. Nah. No way I could have crossed that with the head on. No way. All right, we were here, and we'll get stuff set up. We'll get back with you.
Okay, it is on 4:30 here. We got the semis there in front of the field by the road, parked up in case it rains tomorrow night. We got the red dump truck and the grain cart and the combine moved over to my uncle's. Alex over running the dump truck over there. I got a white dump truck. It's full. I'm gonna go put it in the shed at my house. And Alex will run a little while. I'm gonna call it tonight. It's juvenile deer season here this week, and I also went to deer hunting. I'm trying not to get too far from him. Because the wife had to go somewhere just then to go, so I'm gonna go back to the house and sit around in case he kills deer. But he will. But if he don't, I won't be close by. So I'm gonna go to the house and see what he's into. Well, go to the house and holler at him on the radio. He's got a radio with him, and we'll go from there. So if good Lord's willing, catch you on the flip side. Till the next.